This is a previously recorded episode of the IT in the D Show. Live from the Raw Radio X studios in downtown Detroit, this is the IT in the D Show.
It's alive! It's alive!
The following program is intended for mature audiences.
Excuse me, sir, is this the Delta House?
Sure! Come on in! Just where do you guys think you are?
The Library of Congress?
Detroit? Beyond the sun?
Any of those, right?
Now we have to find ourselves a patsy, okay? Somebody who could be Dr. Detroit.
So you have no boots.
No.
You have no gloves.
No.
You have no hat.
No.
You have no scarf.
No.
You have no scraper.
No.
How long have you lived in Michigan?
All my life.
You, sir, are an idiot.
Shall we play a game?
This is the ladies' man.
I can't say no, and I don't really want to, so I'm...
Well, especially with the back doors open.
We just lost our clean tag on iTunes.
Hell yeah.
Networking Detroit, one beer at a time.
That analogy sucks because it's right.
How are we not sponsored by PBR and Slim Jim yet? Damn it.
Take him to Detroit.
No! No, not Detroit! No! No, please! Anything but that! No!
I used to hang out at the Magumbo Bar. It was a rough place, the seediest dive on the wharf, populated with every reject and cutthroat from Bombay to Calcutta. It's worse than Detroit.
You will never find the more wretched hive of scum and villainy.
Then don't come. Shut up. Hell yeah.
How much scotch did you drink that night, by the way?
Half a bottle.
Okay, then shut the hell up.
Is there such thing as a meat hangover?
I love my Monday meat stick.
Turn your microphone off. Just get out.
You're in your underwear. I'm in my underwear. Hey, let's hang out.
No, I'm sorry, honey. I have a headache.
Bear me. I may have to wipe the geek off.
Why would, Buick put their cars next to, the Bentleys? Why? That's not marketing.
The alphabet.
It's brilliant.
I'm the whitest guy in the room. Just explain it to me.
Guess Captain Soundboard doesn't know how to run the soundboard.
I don't know who brought that bell in, but Bob's got a new toy.
Are we at a break yet?
So, what would you little maniacs like to do first?
The question isn't what are we going to do, the question is what aren't we going to do?
Ludicrous speed! Go!
And once again, thank you, Dave, for that most excellent intro.
It's getting better and better.
This is the IT in the D Show here in the Raw Radio X studios, presented to you by IT in the D.
IT in the D.
Here in the Russell Industrial Center in beautiful Midtown Detroit, Michigan. This show is always hosted by Bob the Sales Guy, Dave the Geek, Jeff the Voice of Reason, and it's a go.
It's Go Comedy.
It's
Go Comedy.
Yeah, we have two. Are they Rockstar or All-Star guests?
I don't know where we left off. They're right, yeah.
So we got a longtime IT veteran, Neil Noskowski, in the house.
Thank you.
How we do?
He's looking around the room like, who are they talking about?
What?
We're talking about you, actually.
Nice. Yeah, longtime IT veteran and new wrestling convert and fan.
Yeah. Are you? No. What's your title today? Because you have you're like us. You have 17 titles.
Yeah, you've got 7 jobs, don't you?
We're gonna play CEO Day, which is Chief Entertainment Officer.
Oh, no, you can't do that.
Hey, I can do whatever I want.
Witty title guy. Don't be that guy.
As long as you're not a guru or a ninja or something other.
I played ninja one time. That hurt.
So you own. So you're CEO of Trinet Corp. You just started Activate Gaming. I think we're going to talk more about that.
Yeah.
And then
so Activate Gaming Lounge over in Ferndale.
Yep.
And then also located in Ferndale. We've got Andy and PJ that are here from Go Comedy Improv. Thanks guys for coming in.
Hello. Yeah, we're gonna have fun talking about that later.
Yeah, so it's Go Comedy Improv Theater.
Yes.
Okay. Just want to make sure.
Yep.
Okay. Very cool.
ER or RE Theater.
ER. The craft is RE. The building is ER.
Theatre,
Yeah, they're not in Canada.
No.
Just checking.
Yeah, I've worked there for 5 years and I didn't know that was the difference.
Oh.
Is this a bit? Is this supposed to be funny?
No, that's true. That's 100%.
You know what's
true.
funny? These are the stand-up comics, and during our whole intro, they were like stone-faced,
Right.
Like me at a country music concert. Like,
hello, is this thing on?
There's a couple. I know inside jokes aren't really easily relatable, but I'm like, guys, just a smirk, anything.
Can you give us something? Throw us a bone.
Nothing. So yeah, this is episode 35. This is the hangover episode for St. Patrick's Day last week.
Oh, good. That was like the episode that wouldn't end.
Oh yeah, and the party Saturday night, which more importantly is where the vast majority of hangovers may have come from.
I felt good. I didn't feel awful Sunday morning.
No, actually, I did feel pretty bad.
We
Sunday
celebrated. We celebrated.
Let me clarify
Dave's,
that. I felt really bad Sunday morning.
No, we celebrated. Dave threw a hell of a party. Celebrated his wife's 40th. Bar hopped the east side.
It happens to the best of us.
Nice.
Yes.
Yeah.
Happy birthday, Anita.
It's better than the alternative.
I got fired. I got fired from being the DJ again. Welcome to my life.
That's right.
You had one job.
You had one job. That was a funny thing. You know, we spent like the first 20 minutes of the bus ride
fixing the stereo.
Fixing the stereo. We pull into the bar, the parking lot of the first bar. Yay, we got it fixed. Let's get off the bus.
Right. Yeah, and we're here.
Well, it's the worst job known to man, being the party bus DJ. Because you only get like 2 songs, then you stop, and everybody's like, that song sucked. I'm like, I don't have any, what are you supposed to do?
Please change it, or can you play this? Can you play this? Yeah, it's on my shuffle, like, an hour from now.
Yeah.
Right, exactly.
Play more Call Me Maybe.
I had 186 songs lined up in that thing, and I think we heard 6.
I was gonna say 10. That's about it.
Right.
I know. I think the last drive back to Diddy's, you went through about 80. No, not that one. No, not that one. 3 seconds. No, not that one. No, not that one.
That's after 47 mini beer shots. Nothing was going to be good enough.
Well, you're standing up fiddling with the damn thing, and we're like, "Is there an IT geek in the house?" And the bus
Fiddle with you.
That's right.
Yeah. So I guess
go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, talking about birthdays, anniversaries, that kind of stuff. The one that was floating around for a while today is and just yet another oh my God, we're old moment. So March 24th, 1984,
Saturday.
Bender, Chloe, all the gang, the Breakfast Club.
The Breakfast Club are
got together to serve their detention.
Yep.
30
years ago
effing
today.
years ago.
That sucks. I'm just throwing that out there.
I would just like to tell you guys that I was 2, so enjoy that.
Okay, get out. And he's done.
Well, that was the best part is, Billy, when we were standing over at Diddy's at one point, he pulls me aside and he's like, so all these people, they're like our age, right? Like they're all like around 40. And I'm like, yeah. And he's like, so this is what I look like when the kids look at me. like when I look in the mirror, I don't see old me, but like I'm looking around the room and they probably don't see old them either. And we're old.
No, you remember the time when I told you I was DJing at Blackfin, and I'm at the end of the bar waiting to get paid out, and the bouncer goes up to the bouncer that I'm friends with, goes to, what's his nuts, and he goes, hey, man, get that old guy the hell out of here. And he goes, that's DJ Bob. He's been here all night. I'm like, oh, shit, I didn't know that was him. I'm like, I'm the old guy now?
You're the old guy, yeah.
God bless it.
He's waiting for his takeout order in the corner. That's what it is.
Yeah, exactly. Dude, guy order wings? No.
Yeah. You're looking around. Wait, you're talking about me?
He worked here all night. Yeah, the guy's get that old guy.
What old guy? So the Breakfast Club is 30 years old, and then just yet another good time-space distortion moment. The Valdez spill was 25 years ago, and they said they're actually still cleaning that up. That one blew my mind.
The one in Alaska?
Yeah,
really?
It was 25.
They're still cleaning that up?
They're still cleaning that up 25 years later.
Are you implying that it was really bad, or that they're being lazy?
It is Alaska. They might not be that industrious.
Right.
No, I think everything works a little slower up there. I don't
greasy geese.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
I thought like dish soap like dispelled grease. Like you could just like squirt some dish soap up there.
Yeah, they
palm up there like a chopper.
Why not?
Yeah. They bought one of the the firefighting choppers, filled it with like joy, and just like blasted it.
We're all going to hell.
Well, and what else is new? But like we've said a million times, that was the
if it works.
Yeah, exactly. That's where all the fun people are going to be anyway.
Pretty much.
That will take us there too.
Right. Yeah. The party bus will be waiting to take us there.
Where are we going? Why are we in this basket?
Right. But no. So and then I guess from a hell perspective, I loved the new Taco Bell marketing technique that they did.
Which one? Breakfast?
They sent out 1,000 phones.
Yes. The phones. Yeah.
To people that they thought were like influencers or that followed them and posted a lot about them. And
so,
all that kind of
how
stuff.
did they identify who was going to be an influencer? And so they're just giving them
hashtags.
Hashtags everywhere.
Oh no!
So does that solve all of Taco Bell's problems? Is that what that is?
Right. Yeah. Taco Bell is now amazingly profitable.
Right, because of a hashtag.
Because of hashtag save the world. Right.
Hashtag Taco Phone.
The great meme going around is what Taco Bell sees. It's breakfast. What everyone else sees, diarrhea before noon. I looked at the menu. That looks disgusting.
It's atrocious.
It's worse than Dunkin' Donuts breakfast. It's awful.
Why did Dunkin' Donuts does something beyond donuts and muffins?
Yes.
Yeah, just stick to your
They
core.
have
for crying
sandwiches
out
and
loud.
stuff. They're
Why?
awful.
No.
I don't know. I tried one. It was awful.
Yeah.
No, thank you.
No, it's
they have a new Eggs Benedict sandwich. Yeah, it's true.
Wait, Taco Bell does or Dunkin' Donuts?
Dunkin' Donuts. It's true. I'm not lying to you. You're all looking at me in disbelief.
This is the problem with having anybody related to comedy, and this is I have no idea where the setups are.
There's no setup. That's just a true fact.
I'm like
That's
eggs.
just a
I'm like,
true-
eggs. There's a muffin.
That's a true
with,
fact.
Yeah.
That's a thing. That
They serve you. They serve you a white
from the gods.
Yeah, they serve you a white creamy sandwich. Yeah,
Well,
that's
basically what it is. Yeah.
I thought that was like an Egg McMuffin. It's like eggs, eggs, ham. That's I don't know.
While we're on
what else?
breakfast. Tim Hortons has a pretzel bagel that is unstinking believable.
Tim
I'm
Hortons
addicted to it.
sucks.
You sucks.
Oh my God,
Blasphemer.
Aren't you Canadian? How can you not like Tim
I'm
Hortons?
not Canadian. Tim Hortons is only good for coffee.
Don't
That's
deny
about
my
it.
pretzel bagel.
But yeah, so
we
they
talk about something legitimate.
No, so they picked 1,000 people, and
this is
like
how the show's gonna
and
go.
phones just randomly showed up. Like they didn't warn them they were coming.
Phones.
I don't want another phone.
Yeah, so it was a phone. No, God, no. Apparently,
there's a yellow one. Is that a Taco Bell phone deal?
I don't know. Eat it.
No,
What the
that's
hell is that?
That phone's about the size of a taco shell.
that's his Sesame Street phone. Is what that is.
That is. It's about the size of Big Bird.
Yeah, Neil's
Hold on, I gotta
influential
take
about
this
Sesame
call
Street.
from Ernie.
Neil, that's not a phone. That's an iPad Mini.
So what kind of phone? Is it like a T-Mobile?
Yeah, it's from some manufacturer. They got 1,000 of them, and they're smartphones, but they only have one purpose: to take incoming calls and messages from Taco Bell.
So it's not a smartphone,
right? So you are now.
It's the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
Well, so yeah, that's the way. So now you're carrying around.
So wait, at 3 o'clock in the
Quick
morning.
to the crap phone.
Was it brown?
Wait, so like Saturday night, we're leaving the bar after our 7th shot. I'm going to use my phone to get Taco Bell. Which phone do I use? The Taco phone.
Yeah, not the Taco Bell phone. That's the problem.
Wait, take incoming calls from Taco Bell. Who calls you?
So they call you. So that's the thing. So they set like it's
logistics.
Like they call you or they'll text you
Somebody
and give
from
you
Mexico?
missions.
What?
Like things that you're supposed to go do.
I'm not going to do a scavenger hunt at 3 o'clock in the morning. That's
so you
the
can't like
dumbest idea.
Instagram your like tacos or your BMs?
No.
What's the point?
Yeah, so it's literally a single purpose smartphone to be the one-way communication center with
Give him
Taco
a
Bell.
Sky pager for crying out loud. That's all it is.
All right, so Bob,
so stupid.
I equate this to the mashed potato machines at 7-Eleven.
No, but the mashed potato machines are awesome.
But I wanna-
Taco Bell phone's stupid.
I want to be in the boardroom where they present this idea. It's like, we're in the Taco Bell boardroom. I have a great idea. Let's pass out cell phones that can't be used.
Yeah, we're gonna pass 1,000 cell phones out to people.
This is going to be the greatest thing ever.
It got more press and more buttholes like us talking about it than anything Taco Bell's done in 5 years, probably.
Yeah, since the Chihuahua died or whatever the hell happened.
Bring back
Right.
the Chihuahua for crying out
Did
loud.
they kill it off?
I do.
It ate too many
were 7 of
tacos.
Yeah,
There were 7.
I feel like if Taco Bell
How
sent
do
me
you
a
know
phone
how do you know there were 7
I don't know.
Chihuahuas?
I have no idea. I'm just throwing it out there.
If Taco Bell sent me a phone saying that I was one of their top communicators, I would take that as an insult.
right. I mean, I was reevaluating my life choices.
I really need to reevaluate.
What have I done wrong?
At what point did I turn the dark side?
Maybe take up some hobby trains or something. I don't know. Just
Something a little less offensive.
Yeah.
It was one of my favorite things from Taco Bell was the Chilito. Do you guys remember that?
Yes.
And then they had to change the name because it was slang for little wiener in Mexican.
I would have owned that. I would have totally owned that.
I know. That was what's so. Then they made it the chili cheese burrito. I'm like, no, it's
No.
the effing Chilito. Give me 2 of them. They were amazing.
I would like 2 tiny penises, please.
Exactly. That's the way it sounded to the Mexican people.
And a side of nacho.
Oh, so yeah, what was it? The Chevy Nova. They had to rename it in
Yeah.
Mexico because Nova was no go.
Yeah, no go.
brilliant.
really.
Yeah.
Doesn't go.
Well, no, but it wasn't in like the third world countries that do like Gerber baby food. They thought it was like mushed up babies.
Yeah.
This is a picture.
Oh, the best was
So you couldn't read.
I love those like the wacky translations when like things wind up going overseas and like Pepsi for years had the taste of a new generation, and and wake up your life or whatever, and apparently like on all the Chinese posters and translations it was basically Pepsi brings your dead ancestors back to life.
Oh my god! No, so hold on a minute.
That's almost as bad as clear Pepsi. That's almost as bad.
Which they're bringing back.
Yes, they are bringing it back.
Thank you, hipsters.
Yes,
Yeah, we
thank
talked
you,
about that a
hipsters.
couple weeks
Right.
ago. Yeah.
Filthy hipsters.
It's like all the Asians mocking the white Americans, with the English words on their shoulder, like salt.
Yes.
It's salt.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, but it looks cool and
What's that?
trendy or
Yeah.
whatever.
What's that symbol mean? Oh, it means strength and opportunity. No, it
No, it
means
doesn't.
soup.
Yeah.
So the Taco Bell phone. Hold on, let's wrap this up. What happens?
Well, what else is there to wrap up?
What happens when you have
burrito?
it and they call you? It's not like you're gonna summon me. Like it's not like the bat signal, and I'm like, I must eat Taco Bell.
No, but it is.
What happens if they call me and I'm at McDonald's?
Why is it only
they have
1,000
GPS
people?
on the
Traitor.
phone,
I'm a
man.
traitor.
The GPS, they know you're at a party.
But why only 1,000 people? It's not gonna change. I'm not gonna talk about it with you because
I like that Taco Bell is like Big Brother in this situation.
Well, exactly.
That's where you're at.
Right.
We send you a phone, and you put it in your pocket.
How are they identifying
It
me as
knows
an
where you're at.
influencer?
It knows what you're saying.
Why did you
because
take it
they
with
gave you the phone.
Taco Bell phones brought to you by the NSA.
Bob usually ordered 4 Cholitos.
Right.
You've only ordered 3 Cholitos in the last month, Bob. What's wrong?
Yeah, that'll be your phone call, Bob. Why not the nachos Bel Grande? Why?
You don't like my nachos anymore, Bob?
Yeah.
No, seriously, are they gonna like complain if I like? Don't you like my soft taco supreme anymore?
Yeah, we see
Is that good enough for you?
We see that you ordered a Diet Pepsi. Is there something wrong?
You're getting the gordita with the Dorito shell like every day for the last 3 months. Can you switch it up a bit? Like, no, are they gonna like critique me or like say you're fat or what the hell? Are they gonna, I have no idea how this is.
That would
gonna
be
work.
the best part. Is like if it turns out there's actually like a spy cam app inside the phone. That would be outstanding.
All right, so any of you
Wipe your
out there in
mouth,
listener
Bob.
land in all 50 states, if you're a Taco Bell phone recipient, can you like call into the
You're
show?
gonna be the guest next to
Oh, actually, can you call into the show?
You know what? Good call. We haven't.
Wait, use your Taco Bell phone.
They can't.
Oh,
it's only
damn
incoming.
it. Damn it. That's right.
So yeah, our phone number is 313-462-0107. You can hit us on Twitter at IT in the D. Hit us on Facebook at facebook.com/IT in the D.
All right, what's next?
Wait, can they text us from the Taco Bell phone?
No.
No, they're not. Yeah, it's Jamie. He's going to text his email, and then the email
Oh
will
my
go
God,
to
it is.
Facebook.
Yeah, that's right.
And then that'll go to carrier pigeon, and then
Write it on a wall.
Is it only Taco Bell that can text you? Like, can I text those people?
No,
I don't know.
Okay. I had this phone.
Yeah, so if I had the phone, can I like give
I
the
would
phone?
just like start texting them like Hungry Howie's.
Yeah, so like,
how can I get a list of the Taco Bell phone numbers? That's what I need to get my hands on.
Yeah, so any IT geek in a family is like, tech support for like, grandma, right? So I'm just going to give that number out to grandma.
right.
Dave, do you remember that conversation at the bar earlier? Like he broke his flip phone and he went to the store. He goes, "I want another flip phone." Like, we're not giving you a flip phone.
We don't make flip
And they're
phones
like,
anymore.
Then the one guy's like, "I'm sending you a file." He goes, "Well, can I? If I text it to you, can I email it from my text?" Like,
Oh yeah,
no.
he's like, hey, because they're going to an audition, and he was like, yeah, the producer needs a new headshot, and he was like, oh, so I can take a picture on my phone, right? Yeah. Well, and then how do I get that to you? Well, you can just email it to me.
Well, how do I get it on
Well,
my
can I
email?
like text it to you? Well, no, dude, just email it to me. All right, so what do I do? Do I text it to my email, and then my email? Well,
How do I get your email? Just reply? Yeah, reply.
This is why we don't tell anybody we're in IT.
That's right.
ever.
So what's next on the agenda?
Well, the ass-backward process of the day was the one that I loved about the Office of Personnel Management that's in the limestone cavern outside of Pittsburgh, where there are 600 employees. They are 230 feet deep.
Okay. Go ahead.
There are 28,000 filing cabinets because everyone's retirement paperwork, when you retire from a federal job, must be done in paper.
So I get the government that wants to have like a cave somewhere like 700 feet into some mountains.
Oh yeah, Stone Mountain in Georgia. Everybody knows that.
There's one in Grand Rapids. A salt
But
mine.
you know what? Put the relevant documents like the Constitution and like stuff that like to run the country down there. Don't put retirement documents down there.
Yeah.
It's so ridiculous. Why are they having like file cabinets of retirement documents down
Yeah, just think about 28,000
file cabinets.
I'm confused. People are going to actually refer to the actual Constitution For anything?
No.
I'm just
No, but there was
touche. Yes.
Yeah, no, they said they've tried to convert it. You know, like they've tried to go digital, they've tried to do this, and it keeps blowing up, and nobody knows what they're doing, and so they just keep chugging along, manually processing everybody's retirement.
They got 22,000 Miltons working there going.
Why would they choose the side of a mountain, 300 feet into the ground for this particular operation?
Well,
Why can't they just put that like in a warehouse in Philadelphia?
Well, no, it's
or like the Russell Industrial Center.
Right. There's like 3 floors completely empty here. We can rent them out. Save a taxpayer.
We're in Detroit. We need the income.
Right, exactly.
That'd be great.
Do you want to know the answer?
File your files here.
You know what, Dave? I would love to know the answer.
Limestone cavern keeps everything dry. There's zero humidity.
Are we really that worried about the records?
Apparently, someone is.
Wow.
So some guy that retired from government service
30 years ago
in 1972 is concerned about their records disintegrating.
Huh.
No, but apparently the bureaucracy at hand says they must be available and stored there.
I call BS. I call that this is like a smokescreen, like all the secret.
It's actually Area 51.
This is Area 51 documents. That's totally what this is.
In the 27th,
so much BS. Oh yeah, we're just going to keep the Social Security Administration, 700 feet below ground.
Jeff, in the 27,999th file cabinet, there's all the shit that
right. Yeah, exactly.
You can't,
There's a file on us in there.
Yeah, the Roswell file.
Kennedy,
right?
All of it.
Security
Bob,
through
Dave, and Jeff.
Yeah, security through obfuscation.
9/11, it's all there.
There was an X-Files episode about this, was there not? There's like some, cavern somewhere.
Next.
Whatever. Yeah, next.
So one I thought was interesting, if anybody's a golfer out there, is that apparently they're trying to now ban titanium golf clubs.
Starting brush fires?
In California, because when they're swinging, it's so dry, they're in the middle of a drought, they swing them, they hit a rock, that creates sparks that last long enough that they're actually triggering brush fires in California.
Yeah, I'm calling BS.
No,
that's assholes with cigars. That's got nothing to do with
it. I would agree with that.
Exactly what I would do.
As a lifelong golfer, that's exactly what that is.
I would hit a rock and I'd be like, damn, throw my cigar down.
Yep.
They had video.
No,
they had video.
You have video. I want a cigar.
You had video. No, you had video.
I don't buy it. I don't buy it for a second.
Nope. No.
You don't golf. We golf.
Yeah.
Text the people with
When's the last time you went golfing there?
Last year, like 8-10 times.
Oh, yeah, it's about, I went last year like once. Yeah.
You don't golf.
Yeah.
No, I golf to make other people feel better. That's what I do.
But you can't. Don't ban my titanium driver.
Right.
Well,
I know.
You're not in
It's the only way I
California.
have a
So
fighting chance.
was the point of the story just like, trying to expose it, or were they trying to like ban titanium because, this is an epidemic, this is a crisis?
Well, they're just trying to like suspend
because
the
they haven't had rain in California for like, what, a year and a half?
Right. So, I mean, they're just trying to like suspend the use because they said, okay, this is one of the causes.
Why don't we ship all the snow we got over to them? And then
Exactly.
Well, yeah, you're already not supposed to smoke anywhere in the entire state of California. So,
Can we just carve out California, make it like just like
no,
do
like Bugs
away
Bunny.
with them?
Cut the border and it floats away.
Wasn't this like Superman the movie?
yeah, Lex Luthor.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Beachfront property in Nevada. Life's good.
The island of California.
No one would care. I think anyone would be sad.
No.
So can we talk about?
No, they said. Hold on. On that, it's funny about the whole California thing. Did you see the infographic we showed Jeremiah?
Yeah.
About like price per square foot.
Yeah, what $1 million.
Oh my God!
What $1 million will buy you? So it shows like San Francisco, and it buys you like 1,500 square feet, right?
Right.
It goes down the line. Manhattan's like 2,000 square feet. It goes all the way down to Detroit, and it says 88,000 square feet. It's like you could buy Ford Field for $1 million. It's
Yep.
so stupid of an info. But I see they're putting like you can get a house for $1,000. So
Yeah.
I think that's how they did the math. But I'm like, this is stupid.
Well, let's say if you
build your own
Yeah,
castle.
but what kind of house? I mean, it wouldn't be.
No.
to live in. Yeah.
Well, no, that's what I said. I go, there's $500,000
Plus, you wouldn't be able to
houses.
afford the taxes on it either.
Oh my God, it's worse than Birmingham in the
Right.
city.
If you own or if you rent a studio apartment in New York, you could afford a mansion just south of 7 Mile.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Easily.
But you wouldn't be able to afford your car insurance in Detroit, but that's fine.
Or
Yeah.
no, I sent an email to my wife once a week going, oh my God, look at this mansion. We're moving to Detroit.
Yeah.
Then I get what's insurance, what are taxes, where are kids going to school? And I'm
Costs you
like,
$12,000 a year just in car insurance.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And the dream dies.
Yeah. and that's-
Every week.
Yeah.
You can afford to get a garage somewhere else.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Just park your car there.
No, you got to do all your papers through like your parents'
Kind of
house.
defeats the purpose.
That's what Ferndale's all about. You just park in Ferndale and walk over to Detroit.
I don't live in Detroit, but I can see it from across the street.
See?
Have you not seen Bob walking? Bob's not walking anywhere. Bob's
No, sorry.
Not for a while.
Yeah, that's why I sprinted up to the 5th floor to get the elevator.
Right.
I told you, thank you.
I know you did. I appreciate it.
Actually, so stuff floating around Facebook, the one that I actually got into it with a couple of people, they're like, oh, they found the missing plane. It's so sad that all those people are dead.
They found nothing.
No, they didn't find anything.
Nothing.
Yeah,
No, Courtney Love found something, man. Courtney Love saw it.
She found syphilis.
Oh, God, I did. Yeah, I did. Yeah,
Courtney Love was on top of it. The U.S. government couldn't figure it out.
Yeah, what hasn't Courtney Love been on top of?
She found a wart in her crotch. She didn't find anything.
So the longer this drags out, the more I'm thinking that it. I mean, call me a tinfoil hat conspiracy theorist, but it's got to be something's being covered up because now the executive is saying, yeah, there was corrosive material on the plane. They were carrying these batteries that were highly flammable. And
yeah, but everything that they went back to with that just said, you know what, they were the smaller batteries. They wouldn't have caused any kind of explosion. More to the point, if there was an explosion, the explosion would have shown up on the radar.
Jeff, if there was a conspiracy, there'd be something that someone wanted to ban that caused it. I don't see any conspiracy.
Titanium driver.
We were talking.
There's a shipment of titanium drivers on the plane.
But we were talking about this on Saturday. Though, if a plane decompresses, everyone, because if it was a hijacking, everyone would be calling on their cell phones or on little Sky phones saying, honey, I love you, I'm going to die.
Right.
There was no outgoing calls whatsoever. Nope. None.
No, but that's why one of the theories that they were floating around was that there may have been a decompression event.
That's what I'm saying.
But it, basically,
because people were calling the phones and they were ringing after it was reported.
Right.
Yeah. Well, and so because they said a decompression event, if it was slow enough, if there was a crack in the hull or something like that, might not have been readily noticed until basically everyone started passing out. And they said basically the flight pattern of the plane where they basically
was erratic.
Well, they jumped up to 40 some odd thousand feet. And then they dropped down to 12,000 feet. And one of the things that I was reading today said, you know what? Well, yeah, if you're going through a decompression event, you want to get down to between 10 and 12,000 feet because that's where there's enough air in the air or enough oxygen in the air to actually keep people alive and moving while you try to figure out where to land. And then it's the whole, all right, well, you know what? If the pilot's passed out because of the decompression, how long did it just fly on autopilot?
He had the fish.
Exactly.
Yeah. Bob never throws up at home.
Do they have to auto-inflate the autopilot?
Auto.
Yeah, auto.
The poor co-pilot.
It's so wrong that we're joking about that.
Good luck. We're all counting on you.
That's what I wish you both good luck. We're all counting on you.
Keep it together.
Chum don't want the help. Chum don't get the help. What are you gonna do?
Excuse me, stewardess. I speak jazz.
Steward ain't got no brains.
But no, so it's
what the hell? I don't care.
It's bizarre. All the different, and they did. So they came out and they said, okay, look, based on the way we've looked at the satellite data and all that kind of fun stuff, the plane crashed somewhere in the South Indian Ocean.
But you know what? All of that stuff floats, and all of these false positives.
It floats for a while.
Also, you're the only person that's ever called satellite data fun stuff.
Yeah, but Dave, you have to remember, all of the seats will float regardless.
Not forever.
Sure they will.
No, they won't.
Not if they're encased in metal.
I think they're built for it.
They're built. The seat cushions are flotation devices.
Don't argue, Dave. He knows everything.
No, but
Dave can't go to bed tonight because somebody's wrong on the internet.
No, but this was some of the stuff I was reading. Yeah, they'll float for a week.
So true.
Yeah, but they'll float for a week.
That assumes that it busted apart.
Yeah, I mean,
so you're telling me
if you've got a big giant metal tube and all the floating seats are inside of it, you think it's going to still float?
Yeah, but if a 777 going 400 miles an hour hits the ocean, it's going to break up.
Unless you really got a great pilot.
Well, apparently this guy was not, because he had flight simulator software on his computer in his apartment back
I heard
at home.
about that.
It had deleted files. The FBI is trying to recover it.
From 98.
Hey, if only we got.
I got this figured out.
Could we get the guy to fly it upside down like Denzel Washington? Right. Sorry. Hey, this is we're up on a break. This is the ITV show.
No.
If it happens in movies, it happens in real life. This is the ITV show.
We'll be right.
Read, meet, listen. Networking Detroit, one beer at a time.
At Brightwing, our mission is to make sure that every IT professional we place is aligned with the values and environment of their future employer. We're not happy unless you're happy. Brightwing is looking for talented and passionate .NET, Java, and mobile apps developers looking to take their careers to the next level. Say hello and check out today's hottest jobs at gobrightwing.com/jobs. That's go, BRIGHTWING.com/jobs.
This is a previously recorded episode of the IT in the D Show.
I love to hate you. I love to hate you. I love to hate you. I love to hate you.
Welcome back to the IT and the D Show. This is segment 2, episode 35. As always, this is...
We're officially more than double where you thought we'd be bored.
I said 16,
off.
and
you said
the show's dead.
You thought we were going to run out of things to talk about at 16 episodes, and
but people keep inventing Taco Bell phones
and mashed potato machines.
Taco Bell phones and mashed potato machines. We can talk about that for another 10 episodes.
I really want to know more about the mashed potato machine. Can I just be honest about that?
Yeah. No. So
hold on, let me pull it for you.
No, so hold on, real quick. So we talked about this like episode 5 or 6.
Yeah, it was like 5, 6, or 7. Yeah.
Taco Bell, you know how they have the nacho machine and the cheese button,
sure,
and like the latte. It's all in the little counter.
You mean 7-Eleven?
There, yes, at 7-Eleven.
So you walk in, you get a Slurpee, and now you can
so
get mashed potatoes.
you grab like a Slurpee cup. And you could fill it with mashed potatoes. I shit you not. I wish I was joking.
No.
And then they have like you could put gravy on it and like chives and like
bacon bits.
They
have like a whole little buffet thing.
So that's not funny to me. What's funny?
What'd you call it? Fixins.
Like Kenny Powers.
Real thing.
No, so listen.
No, it really is.
That's a real thing. But no, wait. So
Andy,
here's the best part.
So that's not funny to me, Andy. What's funny is that there was a guy that invented it and then had a sales guy pitch the 7-Eleven boardroom and then they get buy off on it, and he's doing a PowerPoint presentation, right? He goes, guys, I know you got nacho cheese and like hot dogs on foot massagers. I know you got coffee. He goes, I got something that's going to change the whole paradigm of your stores.
It's going to
mashed potato machine.
It's going to make 7-Eleven profitable.
And then everyone looks at him and goes, yes. Like, I would pay right now $10,000 to be in that boardroom when that got sold to somebody because I can't fathom it. Like, I've been selling IT solutions my whole life. I get that, right? I'm helping you do something. Like, mashed potatoes and a push button.
That guy knew America better than America knows America.
So imagine being the guy filling that machine. What does the materials look like?
Fixins. No, then I'm talking to Neil and I go, yeah, we just passed each other in St. Louis, and I go, I was just next to Joe Buck's restaurant. We had the best chicken wings ever. He goes, my place had mashed potato fixins in a martini glass. Like, what the hell is wrong with this country?
3 different colors. I had the purple ones
because that's upscale.
That's
7-Eleven.
I don't know.
Oh, absolutely it is. We used to do that for our events, Dave. Remember at GLTG we used to have mashed potatoes and martini glasses.
Yes, we did.
Yes. That's actually a thing. That's been a thing for like 12 years.
Is what it needs to be.
I mean, eastbound and down, I get it, right? They had like taters and you get your fixins.
Nice.
Like, I get that. That makes sense. But like mashed potatoes and so anyway.
Anyways.
So we like to laugh about stupid stuff that goes to market. It makes no sense. I want to know about the pitch. Like we talk about like the double-decker tour bus, and the woman comes up, she goes, "Do you have occasional diarrhea?" And the woman points at her husband. It's like pitches like
this guy.
The ad agency like goes, "Guys, I got something for you. It's brilliant." They're like, "Yes, I love it."
Yeah.
It makes no sense to me. Anyway.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to go off on a potato tangent.
No, it's actually a good segue because it's totally comedy relief.
Yeah. So we do. We've got Andy and PJ here from Go Comedy, and so and for people that don't know, the reason why I reached out to you guys is so it was like the 8th time in 2 months where I got a note from somebody that said, "Hey, I'm thinking about joining Toastmasters. What do you think?" And it's basically Toastmasters. I said, look, if you really want to do something good, you want to do yourself a favor, go hit up like Ridley's, go to Go Comedy, go to one of the improv classes because, well, it teaches you how to think on your feet and you'll actually get more out of it than a Toastmasters.
And you'll have a good time.
Yeah, and go do.
Toastmasters is like an Amway convention to me. It looks awful when I see it online.
Right.
Looks awful. Like the most painful experience of my life would be to sit through one of those things.
Oh yeah.
So Toastmasters is another mashed potato machine. I didn't know.
Is it good or bad? I don't know.
I don't know what a Toastmaster is.
That's the group where you go and you learn how to be okay with speaking in public.
So like giving a toast.
Yes.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Oh, well,
no, not like bread.
Yeah.
That's why I was like, I know what a roast master would be.
Yeah,
You must butter this side, not that side.
Yeah, if you haven't figured it out. Oh, dude, I've been buttering both sides for years.
You know what?
Damn it, that's why my cat falls upside down.
Why doesn't 7-Eleven sell toast? I'd go there every day. Everyone loves toast. Such bullshit.
French toast.
Nice. No French, just toast.
So Go Comedy Improv Theater. You guys are located in Ferndale.
Fashionable,
Ferndale.
Where there's apparently good parking.
No,
yes.
that's not true.
Not on our side of town.
So
we
what?
got too big.
For those that have no clue, what is it? What is it? What is it you guys do? And what's the scoop?
What do you do?
I'll definitely let PJ answer that.
So basically, we do sketch or improv comedy. So 2 nights a week we do sketch shows. Sometimes it's comedic plays. Right now we have what does the Fox News say?
Oh, that's awesome! Oh my God, that's awesome! I love it. That's awesome.
And that's just a pure sketch
Why
show.
didn't we think of that?
And then actually this Thursday we have a new play opening called Defenders of Greatness, Joysticks of Glory. It is it's
or Dog Jog,
or Dog Jog
as
for
we're
short.
calling it. Yeah.
But it's set in an arcade in 1986 during a tournament.
That's awesome.
I feel like we need to have an event there.
I was going to say years ago. Can we just can we go?
But the other part of it is improv comedy. So like our main show is the Go Comedy All-Star Showdown, which is a lot like Whose Line Is It Anyway?
Okay.
So it's an improvised game show, and we've got about 30 resident.
Do the points count in that one or no?
Barely. At our anniversary party every year, whoever scores the most over the year gets like $20 to target. So it's
and their credit card information stolen.
Yeah. So no.
Right.
Wait. So it's a gift that keeps on giving.
Yeah,
You get a couple mashed potatoes. There you go.
Yeah. We also do a lot of we will go to corporations and we will if they have communication issues or they just want their team to work better together, that we'll do classes with them or a workshop with them.
Or they want to pretend that they want their teams to work better together.
Yeah.
So the $1 million question.
It's team building.
Yeah.
So the $1 million.
But it's funny because that is you just air quoted for the listeners. But the thing about
that was bad radio.
No, I do a podcast too, and I air quote all the time, and I realize I have to tell people.
Right.
But with the team building, it's funny because we consistently get people who come in that are like, oh, team building, because they've been through other team building, and they know how much it sucks,
right?
But then they leave us, and they had a great time, and they keep coming back, and it's fantastic. So
the $1 million question, Andy.
Yeah.
The worst guy in the room. I want to know the worst joke or the worst guy that's ever been through your program. It's got to be on the tip of your tongue.
Well, I mean,
no, it really.
He probably can't say it on the air because it's either racial or.
No, I'm not talking about that. I'm just talking about
the main thing is we don't do stand up, so it's hard to get a one punchline like a bad joke that you remember. But actually, I would say that the one time we entertained doing stand-up was when we had that, which we had an open mic stand-up that we took over from a bar for a while.
The first and last time.
Yeah, it was a very short-lived thing because
it was during that summer where it was brownouts because when Ferndale the power grid went down.
Taco Bell phones. Sorry.
But so it was during one of these open mics, and at one point I had stopped in. There's a guy was stepping out of the back, and I heard a guy literally say, "Is this thing on?"
Oh no!
And but then the power went off.
It was nope. The timing was yeah. And we actually what I remember about that is we rejoiced every time the power went off during the stand-up.
That's outstanding. That's awesome. So you don't need to pull out the little cane and rip them off the
right. Yeah. It was always like, oh, early night.
Right. So so when you guys doing the quote unquote team building, I mean, what's the biggest takeaway? I mean, at least from the suits, and what they get out of it.
I mean, it really does help people get comfortable with each other in a way that they wouldn't be able to do in the office. I think that's the main thing.
Like in an HR needs to be called way, or
right. No, just I mean, you have that atmosphere of you're in the job space and everyone kind of has the thing that they're doing and you're very in your own little bubble, but you still have to work with these other people. So when you get them out of that situation, you get them all into a fun space and they're actually enjoying themselves. They actually find out that they like them, like each other.
I always kind of equate it to it's a fun shared experience. It's like watching a movie with a bunch of people. So like whatever scene they may end up doing, for years they can quote that one line from that one time. That Jim had to pretend he was a chicken.
Well, something to identify with.
Yeah.
Has there ever been an HR moment?
One of the first ones that we did, it was for a company, and like a third of the people there were straight from Japan, and there was just one dude that was just the most horrible racist. Like just everything he did was at these three guys. And eventually,
his grandfather died at Pearl Harbor.
He's like, "Oh, remember when you were driving?" Oh,
it's the only time I ever kicked someone out of a workshop. It was just like,
really?
Well,
it was that bad.
Well, improv's all about teamwork. I mean, it's literally like you have to work together. And all this guy wanted to do was be a dick to these guys, and it was like, well,
I finally have my chance.
Yeah, and it was like, all right,
and I have a cover story. It wasn't me. It was improv.
Comedy.
I'm just gonna unload on all you people. I got a lot of bones to pick with you people.
Been storing this shit up for 2 years, and I'm gonna get
that Jim in the IT is so fat. How fat is he?
So when you're not doing the corporate things and you've got stuff going on, you're based in Ferndale. You've got your location there. Do you guys run? I mean, is it 7 days a week? Is it 7 nights a week? Is it weekends?
So we do shows Wednesday through Sunday.
Okay.
We teach our classes all 7 days.
Okay.
So Monday, Tuesday, we either have all classes or it's when we have our rehearsals for the weekend stuff.
Dave, why don't we do this for a living?
Because we're not.
Funny.
We don't get.
I know we're not funny.
Yeah.
It's not about money.
We don't make very much money.
It's not about money.
I was gonna say that.
Living. If you want to do air quotes again, living would be a good.
Barely paying the bills.
So you run Wednesday. So it's Wednesday through Sunday. I mean, so what is it? 2 shows a night? Is it just one?
It's all over the place. Wednesdays we have 3 different shows, 8, 9, and 10.
Okay.
Thursdays is usually a sketch show at 8, and our late night plays at 10. Friday, Saturday, 8 and 10, and then Sunday at 7 we have this thing that's called Fresh Sauce that Andy hosts sometimes, but it's the improv equivalent of an open mic night.
Okay.
So anyone that wants to try to improvise, they sign up, and the host will call out what game it is that night, and bring different people up. So it's a chance for
hide the salami
for students or
again HR Bob.
But anyone that wants to actually try and improvise,
right?
And then we have, and then Sunday nights after that are our best troops play. So Sundays are kind of it's the newbies early, and then it's like our very best.
And then the best of, yeah. So and what is it? So what does it cost to go to one of these?
Sundays are pay what you can.
I feel like you should say it's our Marvin night.
Oh, we used to call it Marvin.
Yeah, Marvin. Yeah, that used to be our.
But
so the first Sunday of the month is huge there.
But our weekend shows are $18, and then Wednesdays are 5. I'm sorry,
7.
10 or 7, depending on how late you get there.
Okay.
Usually on Wednesdays, if you come at 8, you can stay the whole night, see all 3 shows.
Okay.
How much it costs? How much you got?
Right. yeah. Hey, we want to sponsor your event. How much is it going to cost us? I don't know. How much you got? Yeah. Okay. So and is it? Is it like you go to a comedy club? There's a 2-drink minimum. Is it?
No,
definitely not.
But you've got a bar.
We've got a full bar, but there's
food.
If you count potato chips as food.
Yeah. Well, I mean, really,
all right, then yes,
really high-end potato chips too.
Oh yeah, they're very fancy potato chips.
We have the McClure's potato chips, and then Better Made because they're Michigan.
Triple mix.
Can we get the caramel?
Butter, we got Better Made. Right?
Triple mix.
I'll work on that. I'll work on that.
Because
that's our newfound.
That's our newfound
crack.
Yeah.
That's kind of the cool thing about being in Ferndale, though. Is there's 30 really good restaurants.
Right.
within
Cool thing
4
about being in
blocks.
Ferndale. It's the first time I ever heard that. Sorry.
You should come by. Laurent.
Yeah, check it out.
I drive through it. No, I'm in Auburn Hills. So I mean, I got no.
Oh yeah, right.
There's no reason to stop there anyway.
So you could have a Pistons game, or you could drive an hour and a half for a hipster burger.
That's right.
Right.
Exactly.
Your Pop Rocks ice cream.
And your best neighbor's Pontiac. It's awesome.
Yeah. When in doubt, go to Pontiac.
Yeah.
That's what everybody says.
Nice.
Yeah.
Get a low-fat ice cream sandwich.
I do not like those.
So, and where do people go? Like, so I guess like I'm just looking at logistics questions. Like, where can I buy tickets online?
Yep. Yeah, it's gocomedy.net.
Okay.
We just started with a new ticket agent like 2 weeks ago, but it's through our website.
Okay.
You get to tickets. You sign up for classes. You can learn, more about workshops. Or
can you do like group sales? Like I mean, honestly, it might not be the worst thing ever if we dragged one of our. I mean, not maybe an event, but
it'd be a cool one-off. Absolutely.
Yeah. I was supposed to go to a couple shows that you guys put on. Like, there's different teams. Where do those teams come from? Are they all homegrown with you guys, or is it? Okay,
yeah, that's all. It's I mean, one of the things I love about us is that we're mostly homegrown. And pretty much very occasionally we'll get someone that contacts us that's a bigger name that wants to use us as a theater, but we never seak them out. We always promote.
I always get Facebook invites, but I'm always a traveling business.
We are all about promoting local. I mean, and even like the bar which you brought up, most comedy bars are a sad bottle of CC sitting behind there.
Oh, completely.
And we're a full cocktail bar. We have craft cocktails. We work a lot with. We really focus on local products, like local beers, and we work a lot with Valentine and things like that.
You'd almost have to be out there.
Yeah. So they're all really great to us. So it's kind of an entire theme of the place, which is like it's very much local minded.
Very
which
cool.
Is fantastic. Yeah.
Fago for everyone.
We have Fago.
Right,
we have Fago in the bottles, man.
Awesome.
Last bottles.
Fantastic.
Has anyone came up with a decent drink with Rock and Rye, by the way?
Oh yeah. Oh totally. We actually
Rock and Rye Sangria.
Yeah, Rock and Rye Sangria.
No sangria. No, I want better.
Yeah.
Next time.
Like a martini?
He doesn't want to give away his trade secrets.
No, exactly.
Yeah.
No, I just said Rock and Rye is like one of my favorite sodas of all time, and I go, there needs to be a decent. It's kind of like you can say pop. All right, fine, but no, but there's like some guys are like Mountain Dew. It hasn't made a decent cocktail of Mountain Dew. I'm like, I want a Rock and Rye or Red Pop.
We did. It was a we took Valentine vodka. We made a sangria with a kick because we put 2 bottles of vodka in it.
That's nice.
And then we worked with Bee Nectar, which is a meadery in Ferndale, and we took their wild berry mead. So we did those 2, and then with the Rock and Rye and Red Pop, and then we soaked oranges and lemons. And
that sounds awful.
Oh my god, it was so good, man. It was you would drink a glass, and it was
already
like
hungover.
3 shots of whiskey. It was,
actually, the Hard Luck vodka guys are they Tecumseh, I believe.
Yeah.
The Swedish Fish vodka and 7-Up is like tastes like Red Pop. It's a great. I'm amazed it doesn't get more play.
Because it sneaks up on you, and that's like, it's like...
Because it's sweet and it's sugary. I like it.
It's your favorite kind of drink ever.
The girls love it.
So, let me ask a question real quick. Like, practice. How much, like, before you're, like, stage ready, if you're a complete, not a novice, but if you're, like, the jokester McJokey,
sure.
And you go through, is it a year? Is it 2 years? Is it 6 months?
Well, so our classes are, if you go through the full program, it's about 2.5 years.
So
wow.
So John Q. Public walks in, knows nothing about it, like a total newbie. I want to get into this.
Right. So the full class program is 2.5 years. So it's about a year of our intro program, a year of advanced, and then if you're really good at it, we have a master's program. I mean, not like academically masters,
right?
But
you don't actually get anything out of it.
I mean, really, that's most master's programs.
Here's your certificate.
We give you a piece of paper too.
It's toilet paper.
Not quite.
Can we do the air quotes again about living?
What's worse, I have a friend that instead of going to college worked at Disney, and he's got a master's degree and a doctorate. I shit you not.
Oh my god!
Yeah,
that's
really?
Cool.
Yeah.
My cousin.
Who is that?
Mike.
Is that?
Are you serious?
Magic Mike
Why did I
he has a
not?
doctorate degree.
Why did I not just assume that?
Yeah.
God damn.
So
He used to be the stand-up comedy. He used to do the when he drive the tram with like the 4 cars.
Right.
He has to do those stupid jokes for everybody all day. Same jokes all day long. Yeah.
My cousin just sent me a picture of my little cousin who's obsessed with The Little Mermaid, and she got taken to Disney World for the first time, and it was a picture of her sitting on a bench next to The Little Mermaid, and he just said, "Dreams come true," and I said, "Yeah, for everyone but that actress."
I had such high. Well, and I guess that's a good question. So, I mean, is this your full-time gig? I mean, is this what you do? That's your job. That's it. It's like this isn't a side gig. It's not a hobby. This is your essence of being.
This is everything. Yeah.
This is how you pay your mortgage.
He brought up Marvin for a reason.
Pay mortgage in air quotes again.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
But yeah, there's three of us that work there full time during the day. Andy, myself, and another woman, and then
Jessica.
Wait, another woman.
Another woman.
You guys both.
Another woman.
Oh, good to know.
Yeah.
We should have told you that.
Yeah, we don't judge.
And then I've got three other partners that own the place that both work. One works from home most of the time, and another works part time. And we've got about 15 people on staff between wait staff and box office and management and the whole thing. And then there's probably 60 plus performers that they're not there every week, but over the course of a month they'll play a couple of times.
So, I mean, is that just? I mean, how are you finding running a business in Ferndale? I mean, is it a?
Ferndale's been awesome for us.
Really?
I mean, they welcomed us from day one, and the city's been great to work with, and the Downtown Development Authority was incredibly helpful.
How long ago was day one?
This past November was 5 years.
Okay. Oh wow.
Which is really right after. They had already been planning it, but when they hired me. It was really right after the crash was when they opened.
Oh, yeah, right.
Which has always been amazing to me that Ferndale was really good to us, that we made it through that time. I mean, they've always been really supportive and backed us up with the DDA and things like that.
Oh,
so,
very cool.
Yeah.
I mean, and I, the way we opened was kind of a weird story. It was an old because I taught improv at the Second City when I was in Detroit and at a place out in Ann Arbor, and one of my old students had sent me an email that was like, "Hey, do you want to talk about opening somewhere?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure. I'm an actor with a kid, so I don't have anything to bring to the table."
Right.
But he was like, let's talk, and he ended up being our backer for the whole thing.
No, it's like the story I told at the bar. It's like, how'd you guys do a podcast? It's kind of like, how'd you start that?
Yeah.
It's like Stanley Spadowski in UHF. Like, you want your own TV show?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, sure.
There you go.
Why not?
But hey, we're running up against the break. We're going to hit up Neil Nozakowski with Activate Gaming after the break.
Well, before we break, though, I want to make sure it's gocomedy.net.
Yep.
And Facebook.
Dave.
Well, that's because you don't pay attention to this shit, and someone has to. So it's
Jesus.
It's the Dave Show.
so it's gocomedy.net and Facebook.
Yep.
Facebook and Twitter got wits or go twits.
Okay.
Either one
Nice.
works for you.
Go twits.
Yeah.
It was supposed to be Got Wits, and then we got it up and running, and someone pointed out that it was also Go Twits.
So like Two Men in a Truck is like twomen.com.
Right. Yeah. So you're owning it. That's
or Penn Island.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, right. Exactly.
All right. Do your thing.
No, you do it.
This is the IT and the D Show. We'll be right back.
Now he's going to pout. For the love of God. It's going to be one of those nights.
Yep. In the D. Read, meet, listen.
Yo, man, you ready to drop this, man? Yay. We'll kick it from one time. Dance.
Drop it.
This is a previously recorded episode of the IT in the D Show.
At Brightwing, our mission is to make sure that every IT professional we place is aligned with the values and environment of their future employer. We're not happy unless you're happy. Brightwing is looking for talented and passionate .NET, Java, and mobile apps developers looking to take their careers to the next level. Say hello and check out today's hottest jobs at gobrightwing.com/jobs. That's go, BRIGHTWING.com/jobs.
This is a previously recorded episode of the IT in the D Show.
And welcome back, segment 3 of the IT and the Dave Show. This is Dave the Sales Guy, Dave the Geek, and Dave the Voice of Reason. We got Dave here from Activate Gaming, Dave here from Go Comedy Improv, and this is the Dave Show.
I'm horribly sorry that I wanted to make sure that our guests got their contact information in the stream.
Well,
what an ass I am.
I don't want to be a stickler, but it should have been the Daves from Go Comedy.
Dave, what was that I heard you say? I couldn't hear you over Dave.
I don't know. It's crazy.
Dave.
I'm trying to get my point across, but Dave keeps interrupting me.
Shut up, Dave.
So we got Neil here. Neil, we've been...
Now he's going to pout. Look, he's going to pout for the next 20 minutes.
No, I'll let him run. Go.
Yeah, see, he's pouting. See, this is why I'm the voice of reason. I got to separate these two idiots.
You got to make Dave happy.
I'm earning my keep tonight.
So what in the world, Neil, brought you to do Activate Gaming? So you decided basically you're going to do a mobile gaming lounge. You're going to bring Xbox mobile, and you're going to let people come in like in a lounge setting. Like what prompted this whole thing?
So let's be realistic about it. I mean, I've been married for a long time, and
any excuse to go play Far Cry.
And my
We were
house
just talking
doesn't have
about
room for a
Xbox
man cave, so.
And she wouldn't let me get an apartment.
not one that she knows about.
Yeah, that's usually frowned upon.
You know what's funny? It sounds
your
like
apartment at the Russell Industrial Center.
Right. No,
It's actually on the 3rd floor.
The whole third
It sounds like how he started the networking group. It's like, I'm going to have a beer with Bob. No. I'm going for business. It's networking. Okay.
No, usually it was Jeff's going to be there. Oh, okay.
Right.
It's the only way I can reasonably show up at home with multiple Xboxes and go, oh, that's for work.
Yeah,
hey, we made $200 last month, man. This is a great business. And I get to smoke cigars and drink whiskey with my buddies.
Honey, it's a write-off.
Yeah, there you go. And boy, you need those. So,
So how did this? I mean, you guys are located in Ferndale, right? You said you just moved downstairs finally.
Yeah, we were in the second floor of this building, and the reason why we got it was that our IT company was in Novi, and we needed a man cave, someplace to just. We were spending $1,000 probably every 2 weeks on just going out and having a good time.
Right.
Like team building stuff. Just
just kind of
And you guys got none of that money.
Yeah, I was going to say that. Right?
No, apparently not.
There was no air quotes around it. Absolutely none.
Apparently there's a massive communication issue in the city of Ferndale. You guys need to talk to the Downtown Development Authority there.
Yeah.
It's like, what the hell?
If you ever hear me say $1,000 a month, I better be using air quotes.
Oh, no. $2,000 every couple weeks.
I'm sorry.
Are all of you part of the Ferndale Chamber of Commerce? I mean, for crying out loud.
We are, and they're loving us.
And it wasn't at the penthouse. Did I say that?
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I didn't say where it was at. Well, so we needed like a place to not spend that money. So we built it, and we said, all right, we're going to fill it with video games. We're just going to go here every Friday at noon, leave work early.
It's like listening to your theory on buying a bar.
Right.
It's exactly what I mean. It's exactly.
I don't want to make money. I just want it to be mine.
I just want to like have a stool with my name on it. That's your dream.
Somehow I convinced.
I feel
my
your pain,
accountant
Bob.
to actually save money doing this. I don't know how.
No, but instead of, I see a lot of guys doing that, like doing the like stand up, the old school Centipede and all that. You went for the more like, okay, we're gonna.
No, we got old school.
Okay, all right.
We got 2 retro gaming centers that have 7,000 games each.
Oh, so it's got all the names and all that stuff. Yeah.
Was it like a
pick what you want? It's MAME
add-on
and
menu system for everything?
Yep.
So is that like Steam? Is that
no? This is old school. You want Centipede? You want.
Well, it's like one of the best little hacks I got. It was
love Galaga.
It was Haas's buddy.
Who doesn't like Galaga?
Yeah, it was Haas's buddy that did the dual boot on the old Xboxes.
Yeah, I still have mine.
Yeah, so do I. So I mean, not the 360, but the old Xbox. Yeah. He would dual boot it, and so you boot it up into a Linux partition, and every MAME from every arcade game, old school game, and every Nintendo, Atari, everything. It was outstanding.
You know what? I had to beef about that because Madden 92 is not my old Madden 92.
It wasn't old school enough for you?
It was not. There was
it like an emulator version of it?
Yeah. It wasn't.
Well, this is by far the closest this has seemed to an IT show since we started.
I know they pulled it away from me. I was trying to stay. No, so we've got all that, and we've got all the latest consoles, all the previous generation consoles, and right now we've got 6 PCs. We're going for 10 because, like League of Legends and Dota need 5-on-5. So.
Could we do Far Cry 3 LAN parties there?
We could totally do that.
I'm so in.
Can we have an event there, please?
Yeah. We don't. We've actually talked about it. I don't know. We'd have to. It almost have to be a one-off because they're not big enough for. Right. I mean, our normal events. Yeah.
This show is just a reason for you guys to figure out how to do events.
Pretty much. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, this show, like our events, is just an excuse for us to drink beer.
Andy, this is bowling night.
I enjoy your style, gentlemen. I enjoy your
Andy,
style.
this is golfing on Sunday. This is every other excuse.
Our secrets are out now.
So you were saying you're not open to the public, but you said you're going to
for rentals though. I feel like that's misleading.
Yeah,
I'll be
right.
honest with you, man.
Yeah, you hit. Yeah, I said we're not open to the public. He's like, so this is just like your little private playground,
which sounded amazing.
It is.
I was trying to figure out how to be better friends with you.
Yeah, exactly.
It's
on the street.
Andy, it's like Daffy Duck in the cave. Mine.
I tried to jump on the gold, but it hurts.
Right, exactly. Yeah, you can't actually dive into the pile of gold coins. It doesn't work out that way.
Solid surf.
Running into a stand-up game console would hurt.
Right.
So let me ask you a question. Kids' parties are like the death of me, right? Every other week I have to go to like Pump It Up or something.
Right. They wouldn't appreciate.
Are you're not going for that market, are you?
No, we are because you know why? Because I've got kids. My oldest is 14, and honestly, you're gonna take a 14-year-old to Pump It Up. Not going to happen, right? So either he's not going to have a party, or he's going to bring all his friends over, and they're going to play games, and they're going to love it.
Yeah.
So
but are they also, it's like cigarettes. You got to start them young.
Yeah, but are they going to really appreciate Galaga when they're?
Yeah, they love Galaga. I couldn't believe it.
Yeah,
My son's got the highest score on the game right now.
Okay.
See, I'm the biggest dick parent, Andy. I bought my kid every video game, every game known to man, and then when she plays it too much, I'm like, knock it off. We quit playing. Like I'm trying to.
They're beating your high score.
I'm trying to like control the behavior, and I'm like, Bob, you enabled all of this.
Oh, sweetie, I tripped over the power cord again. Sorry.
Sorry.
You were just about to be my high score. What a coincidence.
Let me run into this breaker.
Right.
Yeah, well, I mean, one of my low parenting points was when I found myself practicing Mario Kart after my 8-year-old went to bed.
Oh, totally. So I was doing that the other night with the little game. Yeah, absolutely.
It's 2 a.m. and I'm like, I'm just doing this to beat an 8-year-old child.
Exactly. What? Again, reevaluate the decision. What has brought me to this point in my life?
No, one of my finer moments as a man is when my cousins, I think they were like 12. All his buddies were over. Right, it was his birthday party. They were playing Tony Hawk, and I killed them because I had it on PS1 and this was like their PS2 version, and they're looking at me like, who are you, old man? How do you know how to play this?
You've got the glow.
You've been hanging out with little kids all this time.
Learn from me, master.
Right. Let us sit beneath your feet.
So what's that? So what do you do? Are you more corporate kids parties, or you don't care?
Corporate kids.
Corporate kids parties. Little
Biz
kid
kids.
executives are selling like what's those little Coke flavored things that are gummy bears or whatever.
Oh yeah.
Not the sugar-free ones. How they make you
the
crap
really
your
good
pants.
ones.
Nice.
Haribo.
Can we get a mashed potato machine in there?
Yes.
Yeah.
Now I want one.
Yeah. Now that he knows that it's out there, it's going to be a
I
must-have.
didn't know that. I'm going to give everybody phones when they come in too. But no, so kids parties are ideal. So in one weekend we had an 8-year-old's birthday party, a 50-year-old's birthday party, and a bachelor party in one weekend.
Oh my god, that's awesome.
So I mean, talk
What kind
about
of bachelor party is that?
I want
An awesome one. Are you kidding me?
We have a stripper pole. We've got lighting to match a dance club in that place.
We're totally having an event here.
Welcome to IT in the D After Dark.
Oh my god.
The lights go down. The lights come on. No, so it's a man cave. It's great for a kid's birthday party. We booked a Mario birthday party, so all the machines are going to have Mario related stuff on them, and it's just crazy.
Well, and it's not just the stuff you have in house. You've got the portable gaming units, like the ones you brought out to the wrestling events that people can get their hands on as well.
Yep. so we can bring it out. So the stuff in the lounge stays in the lounge, obviously, but then we also have
What happens in the
lounge
lounge?
stays in the lounge.
Stays in the lounge.
That was yes. That means two things.
Can you bring your own toys into the lounge?
Well, if you want to.
Talking about Mackie, Jesus.
I think he wants to call Nardone and have him come over.
And by toys, I mean all the people that are into LAN parties that want to bring their own PCs.
We do BYO PC.
Do you?
Yeah.
Really?
You guys are dirty.
Yeah.
You thought I was talking. You guys thought I was talking about something else.
Well, we were just talking about stripper poles.
Well, you were telling me you got like 400 meg down, 10 up.
Yeah.
How do you get that?
Now it's an IT show. Okay.
Yeah.
What is Bond? It's all about
Yeah, whereas
Who the hell's giving you 400 down, 40 up?
It's certainly not DirecTV.
Only one company can do that. I can't say their name.
Multi-homed, right? So
You can't say their name. What, do we have to shoot you after this?
No, because then they're going to want some money from me.
Nice.
Or vice versa,
yeah,
I'm gonna want some money from them. So.
And yet the co-working space in downtown Detroit couldn't get past AOL speeds.
yeah, did you hear about this? We had Bamboo in here, and they couldn't get past like a half a T1.
Yeah, this is a co-working space in Detroit, and they can't get anything in Detroit. Yeah,
huge. Remember when T1 was like the thing?
I remember when I remember when ISDN was a thing.
Yeah.
My first my Commodore had a 300 baud modem.
Oh yeah.
Well, no, you're by all the fiber by switching data anyway, right?
Yeah, we can't talk about it.
Oh, you can't talk about it.
I'm not at liberty to discuss.
NDAs.
How many more shot of whiskey is this going to take?
Give him another PBR. He'll be fine.
That's right.
Take the popcorn away from him. That'll be quicker.
Yeah, right.
Well, then nobody can bitch about lag, right?
No, we do have massive bandwidth there. It's awesome. People can stream outbound. We're building 2 streaming stations. So
it's
if
like
you want to
surfing
come
the
out
net.
there,
It's like changing the channel on a TV.
If you're a Twitch streamer, you can.
That's what I say. Is Twitch a big thing?
What'd you call me?
Wait, yeah. What's
It's just you.
Isn't that a Will Smith song?
No, you record your gaming.
Is that what they were doing to you on Saturday night?
Oh, PJ's kid does that.
Yeah.
PJ's kid
twitching.
What?
Yeah.
Wait.
Watch
no?
your mouth.
Maybe not. I don't know.
I thought I was just insulted.
No, he's not blind yet.
This was like totally. This was a thing. I didn't know it existed until he would bring his kid to work on snow days and stuff. And his kid just watches other. He doesn't even play video games. He watches other people play video games.
Was that like watching
like a new level
the
of
Asian
being,
chick eat dinner?
Yeah.
Is that what this was
I'm
like?
not gonna lie. I stumbled upon
I don't understand
Battlefield
this.
4 like trolling snipers videos, and it's like some Scottish guy. And I've never laughed harder in my life while watching these. You know what I'm talking about? What's the guy's name?
No,
it's like HE or something.
So PJ, is this like the equivalent of like watching somebody like read the manual, like the cheat codes? Is that what
it's like Mystery Science Theater for video games.
Yeah.
So watching somebody else play the video game,
and then commentating, and then laughing.
commentating. Okay.
But it's not like a walkthrough. It's not helpful. It's just like.
So the guy's name is Chaboy. I totally remember that. And I watched like 10 of those videos on Battlefield 4 trolling snipers. I never laughed so hard at YouTube videos in my life. I mean, it's borderline brilliant. The guy gets millions and millions of views.
There's a market for like voiceovers.
He's probably making a living doing these stupid videos.
It's like the Asian Christopher Walken, and then I'm going to kill the guy with the sniper.
Yeah. The free range chicken. I don't care where you get it. Stupid. I don't know. What?
I just thought about free range Christopher Walken for a second. It made me really happy.
You know where I got that line from? It's it's a YouTube video called like Asians doing Christopher Walken.
I have seen that.
And it's like the first guy. It's like
that's where I was going. I was trying to set you up.
First you get a free range chicken. I don't care where you get it. That's all I got.
I have seen that. Yeah, no.
You stick it in your ass for 5 years. Where's
that bell?
Is that going to get isolated? God damn it.
Oh, absolutely.
Absolutely it is.
I'm never coming on the show again.
Another good Bob drop.
I don't even know where we go from there.
Put the chicken. Yeah, I got nothing.
Still got 9 minutes of this damn segment.
So it's like bring your own computer to the man cave. That's where we're at.
That's where we were before something went horribly wrong.
I think that was me. No, that was possibly me.
Don't feed the bear. I'm not saying I'm a bear. I'm just saying don't feed it.
So you're not open to the public, but you're open for parties. So like I couldn't like walk down the sidewalk and say, "Hey, this looks cool. I can walk in here."
No, people try that all the time. We got a call button. And they're like, "Hey, can I come in and play?" No, go away.
Yeah.
Really? So like, there's a storefront like
damn kids get off my yard.
So you got like kids at the window like banging on it, you know?
Watching everybody else play, like clawing at
pressing their nose up against the window.
The most awesome thing.
That's what you need to be getting video of.
Right? Exactly. That's your TV.
You were here.
That's your TV spot right there.
I mean, when do you get to that point though, where you like do like, hey, it's $8 an hour, come on in? Like,
no,
are you getting to that point?
We got really high end shit. So
you don't want to have it broken? Is that what it is?
Like greasy little fingers touching our stuff.
Yeah.
So we
wet wipes.
So the whole Daffy Duck, mine.
Yeah, exactly. That's the way I look at it. Right. This is mine. And we got Razer gave us some controllers and.
No, I mean there was a clown at like Alex Crossing that had like it was like $6 an hour. Coming in, sit your fat ass in the chair.
That was $2. I bought their domain.
Oh, did you? Bought or sold?
No, I bought it because they went out of business, so I redirected it to us.
Domain.
That's awesome, dude.
Why not? I mean, we're not going to use it. But
we never do that, do we?
No,
we never do that.
We would never imagine doing
Ghostmasters.net. What?
Right.
Is that available?
Wait, let me check. Pull up my GoDaddy account.
I think we just figured out the guys to get us GoComedy.com.
Yeah, I know.
Oh yeah.
We know all these guys.
Yeah, we'll make that happen. Don't worry.
Just get Toastmasters can suck it, and we'll redirect it over to these guys.
We're such asses.
It's only after like a certain amount of alcohol that we start. GoDaddy is like the preeminent discussion.
That's basically like our breathalyzer is the GoDaddy app. Like when that fires up, we should be cut off.
If I get home on Monday night and I have 7 new registrations in my name, I'm like, God damn it, what did we do?
GoDaddy.co is available. I'm so getting it when I get home.
How is GoDaddy.co available?
Why would you register a .co domain?
Because they're GoDaddy. How do they not have all of them?
And the .me is available too. I want that one.
I would not register GoDaddy.me.
Redirect that to where?
Pedophiles.net.
No, redirect it to Craigslist.
For the longest time when we first opened, we've always been GoComedy.net because
when we first opened, GoComedy.com was an adult penis extension pill.
Are you serious?
Like Longs, LONGZ.
Yeah, but they had GoComedy.com.
Yeah.
So get GoComedy.xxx. That's available.
Why?
How do you put those two
I really
things
can't
together?
believe we hadn't thought of that.
Because everybody was laughing at their small penises, and so they invented the extender.
That's nobody saw that.
Something didn't add up. Yeah,
That's outstanding. That's unfortunate. All right, so it's Activate Gaming Lounge, and it's located where in Ferndale?
We're just a little bit north of 8 Mile.
Okay,
just a little bit
on Hilton.
Okay,
on the good side.
We don't. No,
it's a private club.
No DDA loving because we're too far away from downtown, but we're close enough that you can
see it from here. You can see it from the second floor.
We can kind of see Detroit from both directions. Or,
nice.
And you can see downtown one way and downtown the other way, so it's kind of cool.
Okay.
You can come on. The idea from the name Activate was this is where you start your night. So that's why we wanted to be close to downtown.
Oh.
So you activate your night with us. You get started and get things going.
Wow, you're a marketing genius.
Can we play Activision games, by the way? B-17 Bomber was my favorite.
Can I play Combat on an Atari 2600?
We do have a 2600.
Fantastic!
You have an Atari 2600?
How did you find the TV to hook the fork hookups into?
We had a modded one.
See, because he broke my heart because we were at we were at Comic-Con a couple of years ago, and this guy had a still new inbox Atari 2600.
It's like you don't want to break
all the cartridges.
Well, you don't want to break the seal on that, right?
Oh, dude, I'm pulling up my wallet. I'm like, I'm getting this right now.
Yeah.
Right.
And he looks at me and he's like, dumbass. How are you going to hook it up to your TV?
You need the AB switch from Radio Shack.
I'm like, what are you talking about? He's like, do you not remember the connectors on those things? And I'm like, oh, dude, the crappy little fork things.
Yep.
They had to screw it.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, no. Damn it! Damn it, Bob!
Yeah. All right, so that brings up a good point. I know we're running out of time, but where did you find all the hookups for all this stuff? Was it hard? Was it a long road to find all the
No, the games.
Like, where do you find all that stuff?
Yeah, the games are really easy. Like from the main stuff, that's really straightforward.
okay.
But then the rest, I mean, we've got a Commodore 64. We've got all the versions of Atari. We've got.
All right, so Dave's point, like, where do you find a TV to hook up a Commodore 64?
Well, so you
basically probably hack it and splice the output.
So you're modding it all out, right? Okay.
Composite video out. So I mean, it's just all about. It's like a Commodore 64 is less,
you have the geeks talk to the geeks,
less sophisticated than your cell phone.
Yeah, make that.
Yeah,
right.
They just get a couple of
I wonder if Yogi's Cave
soldering iron
BBS
for
is still
those
open.
kids out there. Soldering iron is a very amazing tool.
So is there like a whole industry? Like, is any of that stuff supported, or is it like a one and done? Like play and pray. Like if you break it, it's done. You can't replace it. Or
Ghostbusters and the Commodore 64 was my favorite.
So what it?
That's why you're so protective of it, right? So if somebody comes in and busts the Commodore 64, you're
that's
screwed.
The funny thing, I don't even care about the Commodore 64 because at the end of the day, nobody's really gonna go.
Oh, you don't have a Commodore 64? Screw you. We're out.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
I'm leaving.
I learned how to program on Commodore 64.
You got an Xbox One in here or not? And that's their big question.
Yeah, one of the funniest things I do when we had a Commodore PET in elementary school, and if you hit run stop enough, you'd get into the program.
Yeah.
So we would change like lemonade stand and like what's the other Oregon Trail and make it all potty words, and we would giggle. I swear to God, I would giggle for years.
Yeah.
Just like the Oregon Trail, like just to say you got like poopies, and like, and we would save it. And then like the teachers would freak out. Like, how is lemonade stand? How are you selling like pea glasses of pea for a nickel? Like, what is this monstrosity? And we would laugh. I swear to God, I never laughed so hard in my life. Even the mashed potato machine doesn't make me laugh as hard as thinking about that.
So what does it cost someone to rent out the place for a party?
It's $125 an hour.
Okay.
2 hour minimum.
Cheap. Razor price.
Now that's the lounge.
Double that.
And it's a really good deal, honestly, because we're talking about birthday parties.
Yeah.
I take my kid to pump it up. It's $500.
God,
so
right?
$125. What do you get for that? Like, is there
walk in the door?
No, I mean,
which you normally don't.
Can you bring like Can you bring like if this is a birthday party for kids?
For you guys.
Yeah.
Well, for your kids, you bring in beer and then you bring in your cake.
So you can bring in stuff. You can bring in all that stuff, just like a pump it up type of thing.
And just like Oregon Trail, everyone gets disinfected.
Everyone dies.
Everyone dies at the end. Yeah, right.
That's one way to die.
So you never made it. All I did was hunt.
Right. So it's all out at active8gaming.com. Yes.
Yep.
Okay, and it's the same thing on Facebook, correct? Or
Yes,
it's just Active 8.
Nope, it's Activate Gaming everywhere.
With an
Twitter,
with an E and an 8, right?
There's no E.
There's no E. Yeah, it's ACTIV number 8.
There you go.
Yeah.
See, I let Dave ask for the URL, and I'm going to say this is the IT and the D show. Jeff, you got to say we'll be right back.
We'll be right back.
No, now he's pouting.
The D. Read, meet, listen. Networking Detroit, one beer at a time.
At Brightwing, our mission is to make sure that every IT professional we place is aligned with the values and environment of their future employer. We're not happy unless you're happy. Brightwing is looking for talented and passionate .NET, Java, and mobile apps developers looking to take their careers to the next level. Say hello and check out today's hottest jobs at gobrightwing.com/jobs. That's go, BRIGHTWING.com/jobs.
This is a previously recorded episode of the IT in the D Show.
And we are back. Segment 4 of the IT and the D Show here in the Raw Radio X Studios.
Fastest break ever.
In the Russell Industrial Center in beautiful Midtown Detroit, Michigan. As always, this is Bob the Sales Guy here with Dave the Geek. Jeff the Voice of Reason here with Neil from Activate Gaming. Annie and PJ from Go Comedy Improv, and we are having an absolute ball. This is one of the most fun episodes we've had, I think I remember.
Yeah, this will be driving in the car on the way into work tomorrow morning.
And laughing.
Hilarious, yeah. This is no longer the IT and the Dave show.
No.
he got his own segment.
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
So last segments. I mean, the one we threw the blast out today because we hadn't done an announcement of any kind.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, we rebranded.
Yeah, 2 weeks ago.
Right. We're rebranding our old news.
Right. Yeah, that's the sad part. But no, so I mean, if you haven't hit the site lately, obviously DetroitNet.org bounces over to the new site. Everything's out at itandthed.com now. Everything's broken out, laid out a little bit differently. We just had a blog and an email blast that went out today that kind of lays out all the new, where to find stuff on the site, how to, navigate around, what's new, what's different.
And we had someone that hates us on our LinkedIn group.
Oh my God! Can we get into that, or is
let's talk about it.
Yeah, let's talk about it.
Skippy's actually still emailing me.
For what?
Is he really?
Yeah, he's still trying to rationalize that I'm the bad guy, and that
No. So basically, what happened was there was a gal that's part of our group. She's been on the show. She's pretty much a regular at all our events.
Yep.
And she said, hey, she just wanted to make an announcement saying, hey, I've been to, I got a couple job opportunities from your group, and it's due to networking. So basically, she just wanted to validate that networking was a big part of her life.
Yeah, she was just posting out there saying, hey, I'm not looking, but, people are still contacting me. This is awesome. Thank you. But,
So this clown chirps back and says, hey, I lost 2 pounds because I didn't eat as much as I burned off. And why are you bragging? You're such a bragger.
And what's the point? And that was stupid. And
Yeah.
And I didn't even see the reply. Apparently, he posted that yesterday or something. And so
the conversation started over the weekend. Apparently, I missed half
I
of it.
pointed it out to him because she's like, well, hey, I'm a big, Bob, Dave, and Jeff. I don't know who the hell they are, and I don't care. And it's like, you joined a stupid group.
Do you not understand what you just joined?
Well, and that's the part that made me laugh, and that's where I've been going back and forth with little Skippy McJuniorvich over there.
That's his name?
It is now.
Yeah.
He's going to be, don't be that guy, the raging douche from our group is what it's going to be.
We need to write about him.
Oh, yeah. So,
that's already in the works.
Yeah, so, and I told him, I said, look, dude, I'm like, you know what, starting a flame war in our group is dumb, and more to the point, starting one with me is dumber.
Right.
I said, look, you jumped all over someone that's an active member in our group. You're brand new.
It's actually been successful in our group.
Yeah, nobody knows who the hell you are. Why?
Right.
Why would you think that that's a good thing? And he blasts back at me. He's like, oh, sorry I didn't know who you are. I know it must be heartbreaking to know, you're not as internet famous as you thought you were. And I'm like, dumbass, that's not... Okay, again, you're not paying attention to details here. When you join the group, you get an email from us. From LinkedIn, automatically, that says, "Hey,
did you let him in?"
I don't remember.
You guys, I'm right here. Can you stop talking about this?
Yeah,
I am. Andy is such a dick.
And I'm like, schmuck. I'm like, yeah. So you get the automated email that says, "Hey, thanks for joining, Bob, Dave, and Jeff."
We get the weekly emails.
Yeah. Well, even when you just try to join, hey, we're going to take a look at you, Bob, Dave, and Jeff, and it's on the site. Bob, Dave, and Jeff. It's everywhere. Well, I don't know who they are. Well, then you don't pay attention to detail.
No, hold on. To stick up for him real quick, I'm still amazed anyone listens or anything we do.
Although laughably, apparently,
you know what?
Davina's on a business trip in Dallas, and she just shot me a note to let me know they went back to the hotel room and they're listening.
Fantastic.
So, hey, hi.
That's what they do in the hotel room.
That's the only thing.
Wow.
That's the other D.
So that's the IT in the Dallas show.
Yeah. No, but the guy was the guy was firing at Dave about it's all about your ego and what are you talking about? She just validated that networking helped her out.
You don't get it. It's like that's the one good thing about this group is we weed out our own. We take care of our own.
Right. Well, and that's one of the notes. I'm like, look, dude. I'm like, it's what we do. I said, you know what? I'll even take the imperial we out of it. It's what I do. I'm protective about people that have been a part of our group for a while and are actually successful in it. Don't be a jag.
Why would you shit in something you didn't even you barely are? I didn't see
because he's bitter and cranky that he's selling Winnebagos. Is what I'm
right here. I'm right. Hey, Andy, you already went to that well.
It's good Winnebago money. That's all I'm saying. Right.
Isn't that a comedy rule?
Winnebago money.
Isn't that a comedy rule?
I gotta do one more. It's a rule. I gotta do one more.
Rule 3.
Wait for it.
Show, then you bring it.
Nobody heard him the first time.
Nobody laughed. They're like,
he's like, damn it, I need validation.
figured me out. That's it.
No, I think it's honestly, I think it's a Russian thing because Nastia still she still argues with me about not playing her stupid song at one of the Oktoberfest parties I DJ'd. And I'm like, good song, not Oktoberfest quality.
Yeah,
And
she's playing it.
so mad at me. I know. Go
like that's a thing.
It is a thing.
It is a thing.
That's a bar. I'm not sure where the bar's at. That's the bar.
I draw the line of what's a good Oktoberfest song.
Right.
And she,
Bob is the arbiter of Oktoberfest.
Yeah, of all people, she would not know what that is.
Right.
You know.
I host Oktoberfest, Neil. Screw you're not invited. I'm not invited.
I've never been.
You know what?
Screw you, Bill, and you're not coming.
It's Bobtoberfest.
It
is what it is.
It's all about me.
The D and the Dave show.
Right, yeah. IT the Dave and Bobtoberfest. That's what it's going out.
Yeah, the last week of September is now IT and the B.
I'm rewriting the 500 years of German tradition. It's all about me now. King Ludwig, kiss my ass. I'm King whatever. Next.
Moving right along.
Next. No, so I guess, so we've talked about, Ferndale running a business there and all that kind of stuff. Just from a random, we never really did get into, so Turkey is trying to block Twitter rampantly.
Yeah, I was going to say,
no, not that Turkey.
Oh. Can we talk about
like Thanksgiving?
Yeah, no, like the country of Turkey would like no one to have access to Twitter
of mashed
ever.
potatoes.
There's a dispensing machine. I don't want to see turkey coming out of it. Yeah.
You know, I had a great idea for a dish. You take a Belgian waffle maker and you stick a stuffing in there. And you make a waffle out of stuffing, and then you put turkey and gravy on that. That shit sounds so good.
I hate how much I like that.
This is why you can't have nice things.
Hashtag, this is why you're fat. Hashtag, this things I think about on the couch on Sunday.
And there was no air quotes around those hashtags.
Yeah.
So what did turkey do?
No, so, the whole, revolution summer in Egypt and all that stuff was all coordinated and run via Twitter.
Is that like
you mean the Arab Spring?
Yeah, whatever it was.
It's like a cold winter. Cold winter.
Revolutions. I don't know. Whatever. So they
We're still
didn't
gonna get nuked over here.
Another watch list will be on. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, along with Twitter, I'm pretty sure we're banned in Turkey. Safe bet. But no, so they tried to block
it.
What did you call
it? The Arab Summer?
No, I was like Arab Summer, Revolution, whatever it was. I don't know. So they tried.
I don't know what it is either. I'm on Dave's side. I'm on Dave's side with this. I don't know what he's talking about either.
You lost me already.
Yeah, so they tried to block Twitter via DNS, and
Who the hell cares?
Well, but what was interesting is they took to the streets with graffiti where they were graffitiing
hashtags.
The IP addresses of servers that you could use to get hooked into Twitter.
Soviet Turkey hashtag find you.
That's right. Hashtag trend you.
That's pretty smart, though.
Yeah,
that's pretty smart. I like
so
that.
now they're trying to block. So now they want ICANN and whoever else to step in and just ban access.
Well, so that's totally related. That's totally related to the other idiot hackers that are trying to do the DDoS attacks against Meetup and
for $300.
It's like $1 million. No, $300.
Yeah. So Meetup got knocked offline about a week and a half ago.
Right.
And so they shared all the details, and it just happened to Basecamp today too. And literally, so someone is sending them an email that says, "If you don't give me $300, you're going to get DDoS."
$300.
You mastermind.
Okay, you have an entire bank of servers dedicated to doing a denial of service attack against a online account, but all you're asking for is $300.
All right,
let's see if this works. I'm going to give you $300 to block your show next week. Right. If it happens, then we know we've got some. We can play around with
isn't that like the cell phone bill for 2 weeks in some of these countries?
How do you where do you land at $300?
Yeah.
And especially when you're talking to
in Turkey, that's like $1 million Turkish dollars.
We've completely segued away from Turkey. This is now
is it Turkey anymore?
Yeah, no, this is now
we're not talking Turkey anymore.
No, we're not talking Turkey anymore. This is stupid.
You just served it up.
But hey, it's some random guy, and they're trying to track him down. But it's some random guy who's sending these companies emails.
$300.
$300.
Wow.
Even me, who makes a living air quotes, knows that's not enough.
But this is like a real thing. Like you have the capability to knock out an entire online service, and all you're asking for is $300.
Yeah.
It's like the whole Austin Powers.
Have more faith in yourself.
They still said no. No, the funny thing is they still said no.
Right.
Like it's not like he asked for $30,000. They're like, no.
Right.
He asked for $300. They said no.
Well, it's like on principle. I'm not going to pay you just because you're an idiot for only asking for $300.
I'm confused by this though. So what you're saying? This guy's going to email gocomedy.net and say, "Hey, by the way,
right? You're putting that out there. Yeah.
Here's $300. Otherwise, you guys are going down."
You'll never see a website again.
He's going to get itinthened.co.
If we get big enough where hackers are targeting us, I'm going to count that as a success.
Yeah, exactly.
That's right, a win.
Exactly.
I'd say
we've been close already. He found out. Yeah, we almost got a DDoS. They were trying, and it's like, really? Like, come on.
Right.
Yeah, except that wasn't a hacker.
No, I know. We know who it was.
Again, guys, I'm right here. I am right here. That's three.
Okay, that's three. That's three. Yeah, turn this microphone off.
So the other fun one that made me laugh was that creationists are demanding equal time on Cosmos.
Get your own show.
Cosmos?
Yeah.
What?
So the new DeGrasse Tyson show.
By the way,
creationists are apparently all pissed off.
Let's take this incredibly factual show and make it fiction. That's a great idea.
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
Well, actually, I heard that show is tanking in the ratings.
Jeff's right here, guys.
Why am I the bad guy? I was the first to say, get their own show.
Yeah, it floored me. Like they're literally up in arms that they're not being given equal time on the show.
How do they not have their tail between the legs after that Bill Nye thing? Man.
Oh, that was outstanding. Oh, my God. Now,
go home.
Well, and you probably know this, but a lot of people don't when I was having this conversation with him. Bill Nye was a stand-up comic.
Yeah.
That was his
He
shtick.
did sketch comedy and stand-up.
And now he's...
So he leveled them.
He's just smarter than the rest of us.
And now he's Bill Nye the Science Guy that's in front of Congress. Yeah.
Right.
But yeah, just
Seth
outstanding.
Rogen is in front of Congress. Don't he's
that doesn't validate anybody.
Ben Affleck crying out loud. They'll take anyone in front of Congress now. Whatever.
We haven't gotten invited.
And also, Batman. They'll take anyone in Congress.
Exactly. Whatever.
But yes, I don't understand it because
progress.
I'm cool. No, hold on. I'm not coming at I'm cool with like teaching alternative theory. But come on.
But get your own show.
Get your own show.
Yeah, put your if it's such a big movement, get your own money, get your own funding.
I don't know why they're caring because nobody's watching it anyways. The show's going to get canceled in 6 months.
No, it's no difference than they're trying to.
No one's watching it.
It's only a 13-episode arc.
I don't care. Whatever it is, it's going to get. They want to extend it. They're not going to extend it.
There's no difference in the fairness doctrine that they've been trying to pass for 50 years. Like saying, if you talk about conservative things on the radio, you have to talk about liberal things.
Oh, yeah, fairness doctrine.
That's why we were blocked in Kansas for years.
So wait a minute.
For years?
Months, whatever.
Maybe I'm confused, and trust me, I'm slow. It's late.
Are you still talking? Was there a niner?
Yeah, I don't know. There's a niner. There may have been a niner in there.
Is this past your bedtime?
They want equal time, and every Sunday isn't equal time?
Yes.
Okay.
But they want on the show. They want on the show.
Every Sunday's not cutting it.
Right.
Well, then, does the science people get to be on the show with the lady with the one eye patch? Like, can they be on her show?
What is it?
You know what I'm talking about.
I totally know what you're talking about.
There's a lady with an eye patch?
Is there a religious pirate out there?
Yeah. And then
That was a deep cut.
Tulio's mom used to watch us and make Tulio watch us.
Does she talk about Sodom and Gomorrah?
Entrepreneur.
It was a nun lady. It was a nun show, and then like 1 week she showed up and she had an eye patch on. We're like, lady's got an eye. So like Tulio's mom used to. So I'm like,
that must be the rough side of town.
Exactly. So I don't know if she like got into some, looting some booty, and I don't know what the hell happened.
Looting some booty.
But what I'm saying is, if it's good for the one people to go on the one show, is it good for the other to go on that show?
I think that was
probably not.
I think that was Neil's point.
Yeah.
Exactly. Although I did love it.
That should be his point. Like you get to be on my show, but we get to be on the one eye patch lady show. Like
we're gonna show up.
No, they're gonna have them.
They can't all fit on the ark. It doesn't work that way.
Right.
Damn it, that's where all the .NET mobile dev people are. They missed the arc.
Right.
If I could ever get 5 minutes on Pat Robinson's, what is it?
I thought you were going to say our show.
Yeah, if I could get 5 minutes on that show.
I thought you were going to say 5 minutes on our show.
You assholes guys shut up.
You guys can just be quiet for 5 minutes. That'd be fantastic. Let me tell you a little thing about creation.
Give him our sponsor. Give him our sponsor deck. He'll have all the time he wants.
Right. With all the money he's making.
Yeah, more air quotes there.
Air quotes.
Damn it, we're doing it wrong again.
That was the one that made me laugh. So, but in a similar vein, the Westboro Baptist Church. Fred Phelps just died.
Didn't he die? Yeah.
And
there isn't people protesting?
They did. They asked people. They asked for everybody to respect the family's privacy.
Oh my God!
No, so they had protest banners at the funeral, right? And they held it up and said, "Sorry for your loss." So they basically gave them a middle finger instead of saying "Screw you, Fred." They were being this was like the middle finger back, going, "Sorry for your loss." So as they were going the funeral procession, they were all these polite signs.
Right.
It was like a Canadian protest.
Yeah. We're sorry. We're sorry. Sorry. The best Facebook comment was, "Hell has a new resident." Is that what it was?
Yeah.
I love the dude who opened up the gay house across the street from them. That was fantastic. I can buy a house too, dickhead.
No, but I can see trolling on the internet and hiding behind a pseudonym, but don't do that stuff out in public, you idiot. Right. Hide behind a pseudonym like the rest of us. Right.
Or like Dave that has 17 different LinkedIn accounts.
It does. I swear that Bob that followed that, I thought that was you. All the ones on that thread with the Ruski. I thought
I think half
which one of those were Dave?
half my new followers on LinkedIn from India I think are Dave.
I have no Indian.
How do you make
you guys are making me really consider to stop ignoring all those LinkedIn accounts that ask me. It's apparently a bigger thing than I was aware.
It's 30. 30 guys.
Not
at all.
There's actually 10 of them some game console somewhere.
No, that's my instant ignore list normally, but in the real world, I suppose LinkedIn's very useful.
In the real world, there's not a huge comedy network on LinkedIn.
No,
actually there is.
Yeah, it's called Gotwits on Twitter and gocomedy.net. Please check it out.
Right.
It's Penn Island. That's it. It's still my favorite.
You're obsessed with Penn Island,
dude. It makes me laugh every time I see it. It does.
Actually, what the only thing that I do that's still funny, I was at the lunch meeting and she was talking about the soup of the day. So I had to, and she was cracking jokes. I thought I'd be funny. So I said, "Yeah, last night my wife offered me soup or sex. I took the soup." And she's like, "You're so stupid." It's funny.
Was it a nice French onion soup? Was it?
My wife was
some Campbell's. I would question you, but it feels like a nice.
Water. Was it cream based?
No, with Bob's it's beef with bacon.
It's beef barley. I didn't like it.
What kind of house do you live in?
I don't know.
Don't ask.
Don't make me beef barley soup. What's wrong with you?
All right. Well, we're actually coming up against the end of the show, so I want to make sure we hit. So it's activategaming.com.
No E.
No E.
No E. ACTIV8 gaming.
Number 8, not the letter.
Yeah.
Is the number 8.
That's the letter 8.
Not the letter 8.
The letter 8. God forbid.
Tonight's show brought to you by the letter E and the number 8.
No, the show's been brought to you by the letter F and U.
What's the square root of peanut butter? Go. Yeah. And so Go Comedy, you're out at gocomedy.net. People can buy tickets, check out the upcoming shows, get out there and see you guys.
Please do.
Yep.
Right.
Not .com.net.
Yeah.
.net.
Not .co. .co is available.
.co is available.
Oh, I thought you were saying .go for a second.
No.
We are missing out.
GoComedy.go.
Oh, you know, you should
GoComedy.go.
Is that go.go?
Get a .bike. That would be awesome. GoComedy.bike. Cater to the hipsters.
Yeah, just because it's ironical.
This was the IT the D show.
Thanks for listening.
See you next week.
Beat it.
That's my line.
Can you dig it? Can you dig it?
Yeah, so now I'm just doing stupid stuff to make me laugh.
When are we going to talk about me?
Jane, you ignorant slut.
I definitely want to see Bob in his underwear. That's a fact.
Joe, on the trees. Ohms.
Or wait, what do you have in Switzerland? Some kind of pikemen?
I don't know. I am from Germany, where the age of consent is 14.
What is it, the Alabama of Europe?
In many ways, yes.
Networking Detroit, one beer at a time.
Because you're getting your 8-track tuned up.
I don't care.
The emergency destruct system is now activated.
I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass. And I'm all out of bubblegum.
That's all, folks.
A singer in a smoky